REA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Play action. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens at 3-7 now in the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Isaiah Likely the target that time, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They'll take over first down 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kind of getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. But he's not going to get there. That only going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough setting. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. And leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Here's Jackson to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. A yard all they need, but it's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off to Nixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That is incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here's Williams to return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11 MP.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Bengals 23, Ravens nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Another day in the office. We'll take that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Mixing up the middle. Able to power through. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. But I think the ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Burrow. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As a quarterback, you have to be able to run the guys step for step downfield and make coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
He's got it in, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll roll him out right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker to kick off
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Let's go. This could be it. This could be the turning point.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13. At the 22-yard
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times
is beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the... Accelerating, and off he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Bengals 40, Ravens 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Powering his way forward. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Take it to the crib, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call... thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Conley to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Huntley. Buying time to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Huntley trying to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 9.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
35 yards.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They go play action with Huntley.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Huntley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Third down. Here's Huntley now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, Huntley.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 30-yard line.
Huntley looks to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now 3rd down and very long.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
12.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
11 mighty. 12. 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
60. Ravens 22. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.